A Course in Miracles. Chapter 1 pa rin tayo. Section 3, Atonement and Miracles. So, last time napag-usapan na natin yung Miracles and Revelation. So, dito naman sa section na to, pag-uusapan naman natin yung Atonement and Miracles. So, review lang, recap lang, no? Para meron tayong idea, no, para mas madali nating maintindihan. So yung miracles nga, ito yung parang step natin toward God. Tapos yung revelation naman yung step ni God toward sa atin, no? So yung step na yon toward each other, no, nagmi-meet tayo, nagiging one, no? Dun sa moment na yon nagiging one. So yun yung atonement. At one meant, no? Parang moment of oneness. So, yun yung atonement. So, ito nga yung pinaka parang objective ng A Course in Miracles, no? Para maihatid tayo doon sa goal natin na yon. Although in reality, completed na naman siya kasi in the first place, hindi naman nangyari yung separation. It's just an idea. So, wala talagang separation na nangyari. So, yung idea of separation was just an error in thinking, no? And ito nga yung miracles, ito yung way para ma-correct natin yung thinking na yon. Okay? So, ito yung focus natin sa section 3, Atonement and Miracles. Dito sa naunang part, kung ngayon mo palang napapanood tong video about A Course in Miracles, binanggit ko to sa primer, no? Itong information sa A Course in Miracles are channel teachings ni Jesus or ni Joshua, yun yung real name niya. So, merong mga parts dito ng book na yung statement is from a first-person perspective, no? Parang si Jesus mismo yung nagdi-deliver ng message, no? Dito sa section 3, merong ganong part. So, ito, yung voice ni Jesus dito sa section na to. Sabi niya, I am in charge of the process of atonement, which I undertook to begin. No? So, parang ito nga yung purpose ni Jesus. No? Siya yung pinaka-leader natin. Siya yung way shower, yung original way shower. No? Siya yung parang in charge ng atonement process. Hindi lang para sa kanyang sarili, kundi para sa ating lahat, no? Kasi we are all children of God. So sabi niya, when you offer a miracle to any of my brothers, you do it to yourself and me, no? You do it to yourself and me because we are all one, no? We are all equal. Walang separation sa atin. Hindi tayo separated from God and hindi tayo separated from each other. We are all one. No? Kaya what you do to yourself, you also do to Jesus and you do to everyone, no? To all the body of Christ. Kasi we are all one body of Christ. Yan. When you have been restored to the recognition of your original state, you naturally become part of the atonement yourself, no? So, yung keyword ulit dito, yung recognition. Recognition meaning, alam mo na, no? Inaalam mo lang ulit, no? Or, nakalimutan lang natin. Hindi tayo, kumbaga, hindi tayo aware, no? Doon sa ating original state, which is love, which is our communion with God, no? We are never separate from God. So once ma-restore na daw sa atin yung recognition na yon, yung awareness na yon, we naturally become part of the atonement, no? So ganun yung magiging part lang natin, no, sa atonement. Parang i-acknowledge lang natin yung truth, no, about ourselves, no? So yun lang yung part na gagawin natin, no? I-acknowledge lang natin yung pagiging oneness natin with God and yung pagiging equal natin sa lahat, no? Ayan, sabi niya, the power to work miracles belongs to you. I will provide the opportunities to do them, but you must be ready and willing. No? So yun lang yung hinihingi sa atin ni Jesus, no, yung gawin natin yung part natin. So we must be ready and willing. No, the power to work miracles belongs to you, no? Parang ini-imply ulit dito ni Jesus na you are my equal, no? Yun yung sinasabi niya kasi, 'di ba? Yung power na meron si Jesus, no? Present din siya, kumbaga, yun yung sinabi niya nga na that potential is also in us, no? Yung Christ. You are the work of God, and His work is wholly lovable and wholly loving. Ito, familiar tayo sa passage na to, no? Sa teaching na to, yung we are created in God's image and likeness. And God is love and light, no? So if we are created in the image and likeness of God, tayo rin, we are beings of love and light. No, yun yung sinasabi dito na you are the work of God and His work is wholly lovable and wholly loving. So, syempre, 'di ba, si God is perfect, no? Kung ano yung quality ng creator, yun din yung quality ng creations niya, no? Hindi pwedeng perfect yung creator tapos imperfect yung creations niya, no? So, which is why we are wholly lovable and wholly loving because God is love. No, parang extension 'di ba? Yun yung sinasabi natin sa miracles. Ito yung sinasabi nating nature of miracles, no? Extension siya, no? So kung si God ine-extend niya yung sarili niya, and if God is perfect and if God is love, so pag in-extend niya, ganun din, same nature din, no? So tayo yung creations niya, which is wholly lovable and wholly loving. This is how a man must think of himself in his heart because this is what he is. Ito yung basis ng self-love, no? Parang yung realization that we are created in the image and likeness of God, yun pa lang, 'di ba? Parang enough na yun to love ourselves. Kasi parang yun din yung way natin to love God, no? Kasi to love ourselves, kung extension tayo ni God, 'di ba? And part tayo ni God, to love ourselves is also our way of loving God. Parang doon natin nare-reciprocate yung love na ine-extend niya sa atin, 'di ba? Ito maganda to, related siya doon sa dalawang main foundations ng A Course in Miracles, no? Sabi dito, error cannot really threaten truth, which can always withstand it. Only the error is actually vulnerable. So, eto nga, no? Kung maaalala mo yung two founding principles ng A Course in Miracles, yung number 1, nothing real can be threatened. And number 2, nothing unreal exists. No? Parang ito yung sinasabi dito sa statement na to, no? Error cannot really threaten truth. No? Kasi nga, truth or yung what is real cannot be threatened. Only the error is actually vulnerable. Yung error na yon, yun nga yung error in thinking that we are separate from God. No? So yung error na yon, yun yung actually vulnerable, no? Yun yung weak part natin, no? In our human experience, no? Yung thinking that we are separate from God. Pero despite that error of thinking, it cannot really threaten truth, no? The truth of who we are, laging nandun siya. The truth will always be true. Kahit ilang errors pa ang pumasok dyan, kahit sangkaterbang errors pa, no? Hindi niya pa rin matitibag yung truth kasi yung truth will always be true. Tapos yung error, yun yung vulnerable, no? Yun yung kailangan ng defenses. Yung truth kahit wala siyang gawin. Yung error, kailangan niya mag-put up ng mga defenses kasi ano siya eh, parang wala siyang foundation eh. Illusion siya eh, no? Ito yung sinasabi na only the error is actually vulnerable. Kasi based siya sa illusion. It cannot stand on its own, no? You are free to establish your kingdom where you see fit, but the right choice is inevitable if you remember this. Spirit is in a state of grace forever. Your reality is only spirit. Therefore, you are in a state of grace forever. So, ito yung truth na sinasabi sa atin ng A Course in Miracles, no? Yung reality daw natin is in spirit. No, itong physical experience natin, ito yung illusion. Ito yung part or ito yung effect ng error of thinking natin that we are separate from God. Ito yung manifestation, no? Pero despite that, yung truth, no, ito yung sinasabi natin, yung truth will always be true. And yung truth of who we are is that we are of spirit. Ito yung tinuturo ni Jesus na you are in this world but not of it. No, we are not of this world because we are of spirit. No, meron lang tayong human experience. We are spiritual beings having human experience. No, so kailangan maging aware tayo doon sa difference na yon, no? It's just an experience, it's not who we are. And kung ano man yung mga experiences natin, no, dito sa mundo, it will not change the truth of who we are. No? So, itong concept na to, madadala natin to sa mga susunod pa nating discussion, no? Babalikan natin to. Pero for now, yun lang muna, no? Yun lang muna yung siguro importanteng malaman natin na kahit ano pang ma-experience natin dito sa ating human incarnation, sa ating human life, it will never change the truth of who we are. And who we are is a being of love and light. Hindi yun mababago kahit anong mangyari. Yan. So, kaya sabi dito, atonement undoes all errors in this respect and thus uproots the source of fear. No? So, ano ba yung source of fear? Yung error in thinking that we are separate from God. No, syempre, pag pinaniwalaan natin yon, kung yun yung gagawin nating reality natin, no, yun nga yung sinasabi dito na you are free to establish your kingdom where you see fit. Kung doon natin i-establish yung kingdom natin, doon sa error na yun, mabubuhay talaga tayo sa takot. Kasi, di ba, to think that we are separate from God, nakakatakot talaga yun. No? So, ang ginagawa ng atonement is it undoes all errors and thus uproots the source of fear, which is yung thinking that we are separate from God. You respond to what you perceive, and as you perceive, so shall you behave. No? So, ganito ka-importante, no, kung saan natin i-establish daw yung kingdom natin. Meaning, kung alin yung pipiliin natin, yung error ba o yung truth, no? Yung illusion ba o yung reality, no? Kasi doon nakasalalay, no, yung sa perception natin kung paano tayo magre-respond, no, sa ating mga experiences, no? And as you perceive, so shall you behave. No? Kung ano yung perception natin, ito yung magiging basis ng ating behavior, ng ating action, how we interact with other people, yung relationship natin, at sa lahat ng aspeto ng buhay natin. No? So, ganun ka-importante na malaman natin kung nasaan ba yung ating perception, kung nasaan naka-establish, no, yung kingdom, yung sinasabi dito. So, kaya sabi ng A Course in Miracles, you should look out from the perception of your own holiness to the holiness of others. No? So, kung maging aware tayo na mali yung ating perception, no? Iko-correct natin siya, which is ito yung gagawin natin sa A Course in Miracles, para yung perception natin ay manggagaling or based doon sa ating holiness, based sa truth, para ito rin yung makikita natin, no, sa iba. Yun din yung ma-extend natin, and yung perception na yun yung magiging basis kung paano tayo mag-behave or how we interact with other people then, and sa lahat ng aspects ng ating buhay. Miracles arise from a mind that is ready for them. By being united, this mind goes out to everyone, even without the awareness of the miracle worker himself. Yan, so miracles arise from a mind that is ready for them. So, kailangan we ready ourselves, di ba? Parang i-condition ulit natin, or yung mas proper term is i-unlearn natin para maging ready tayo, no? Ang term dito ng A Course in Miracles is miracle-mindedness, no? Parang ibabalik natin dun sa natural state natin, no? Kumbaga, yung mga errors, i-undo natin sila, i-correct natin sila para maging ready tayo pag nag-arise yung mga miracles, no, sa ating awareness. Okay, ito. That the miracle may have effects on your brothers that you may not recognize is not your concern. The miracle will always bless you. So, hindi na daw natin concern kung may effect man or wala doon sa ibang tao yung pag-correct ng ating perception. Ang mahalaga, gawin natin yung part natin doon sa atonement process, no, which is correcting our own perception. No, yun lang yung kailangan nating gawin. No, hindi na nating baguhin yung pag-iisip ng ibang tao. No, kaya nga itong ginagawa natin, this is not to convince you of anything. This is not to change your mind, no? Kasi ikaw lang yung makakagawa nun for yourself. Ikaw lang ang makakapagbago ng kung sa ano tingin mo is right for you. No, itong ginagawa natin is nag-o-offer lang tayo ng new perspective na pwedeng mag-benefit sa'yo or hindi, pero again, ikaw na yung magde-decide nun. Okay? So, the miracle will always bless you. No, pag ginawa mo yung part mo, pag ginawa natin yung part natin, no, doon pa lang we bless ourselves na. And since there's no separation between us, no, to bless ourselves, no, to correct our perception, parang in a way, no, parang binibless na rin natin yung buong body of Christ, no, tayong lahat. Kasi nga we did our part, no, we do our part in correcting our own perception. No, so hindi na natin concern yon kung ano man yung maging epekto or kung ano man yung change, no, kung meron man o wala sa ibang tao, is not that important. Kasi ang kailangan lang natin is we do our part, and pag ginawa natin yung part natin, naturally, di ba, we will extend that miracle to others, no, and then we offer them that chance, that gift, no, para sila rin they can have a change of mind, no, a change of perception. Miracles are selective only in the sense that they are directed towards those who can use them for themselves. No, so ayun nga, may binanggit dito na impersonal daw yung nature ng miracles, no, parang kumbaga naka-broad ka siya sa lahat, no, pero depende na yun sa receiver, no, kung paano niya gagamitin yun for himself, which is hindi na natin responsibility, hindi na natin concern. No, kailangan lang gawin natin yung part natin, no, and enough na yon to fulfill the atonement, no. Ayun, so yun na yung section 3 ng chapter 1 of A Course in Miracles. I hope na meron ka ulit na pulot na insight. No, let me know kung meron kang ideas or meron kang aha moments. Kung may questions ka, pwede mo ring i-share sa comments para pwede nating i-discuss or i-clarify soon. But again, thank you for joining me in this session and I'll see you in the next one.